Welcome back to Auto Street, your ultimate pit stop for everything on four wheels. Today, we're diving deep into the raw muscle, modern tech, and unapologetic attitude of the all-new 2026 Chevrolet Camaro SS, and trust me, this one isn't just an evolution, it's a statement. Now, when you hear Camaro SS, you expect loud, fast, and old-school American muscle, but the 2026 model? It holds on to that DNA, wraps it in sharper design, injects it with smarter tech, and delivers performance that doesn't just bark. It bites. Let's start under the hood because that's where the Camaro has always spoken the loudest. The 2026 SS keeps the iconic 6.2-liter naturally aspirated V8, but Chevy's engineers have dialed it up. We're now looking at a boosted 480 horsepower and 470 pound-feet of torque. That's right, they squeezed more out of the LT1 block, without going forced induction, keeping that visceral throttle response intact. And the sound? It's still that deep, aggressive growl that shakes your chest before it hits your ears. Classic and still unmatched. The 10-speed automatic transmission returns with smarter shift logic and smoother power delivery. But purists, don't panic, a 6-speed manual is still alive and kicking. In a world where stick shifts are becoming relics, Chevy knows what matters to true gearheads. Drop a gear, and the SS launches like it's angry at the pavement. Now let's talk design. One glance and you know this isn't just a refresh. The front fascia is sharper with slimmer LED headlights and a reworked grille that looks like it's snarling. Aerodynamics aren't just for show either. Every vent, every angle is functional. Wider rear haunches give it a planted, athletic stance, and the new quad-tip exhaust setup out back isn't subtle, it's a promise. Inside, things are a step up too. Camaro cabins have always been a bit tight, but in 2026, it feels tighter in the right way, like a cockpit. Chevy's gone digital with a 12.3-inch customizable driver display and a new 13.4-inch infotainment screen that finally looks and feels modern. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are wireless, of course, and the new UI is snappy, clean, and surprisingly intuitive. Material quality is also noticeably better. Soft touch panels, contrast stitching, and optional suede inserts give it that premium touch without losing the Camaro's rugged vibe. But what really caught our attention is the new drive mode. Selector. It's not just about sport or tour anymore. There's now a Track Plus mode that remaps everything. Throttle response, suspension stiffness, steering weight, even the exhaust note, and yes, you can feel the difference. Throw it into a corner and the MagneRide suspension does its magic. Body roll is minimal, grip is serious, and steering feedback is better than ever. This SS doesn't just go fast in a straight line, it handles. Safety tech hasn't been ignored either. Adaptive cruise, lane keep assist, blind spot monitoring. It's all there. But more importantly, it doesn't interfere when you're driving hard. It steps in when you need it and disappears when you don't. Now let's talk value. The 2026 Camaro SS is expected to start just under $50,000 for that price. You're getting near Corvette performance with a backseat and a trunk. Not to mention the street cred that comes with driving a modern American icon. Of course, elephant in the room. How much longer will the Camaro stick around? There's a lot of speculation about electrification and the future of muscle cars. But the 2026 SS feels like Chevy saying, we're not done yet. It's a love letter to the enthusiasts, the burnout junkies, the weekend racers, and the diehards who just want their car to make some noise. Bottom line, the 2026 Camaro SS doesn't reinvent the muscle car, it perfects it. It's raw where it matters, refined where it counts, and unmistakably Camaro. If this is one of the last chapters in the V8 saga, it's one hell of a way to close the book. Make sure you drop your thoughts in the comments. Would you pick this over the Mustang GT or Challenger Scat Pack? And if you like this deep dive, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. We've got a lot more muscle coming your way. This is Auto Street signing off, where performance meets passion. See you on the next ride.